It's time again to bring the advisor's articles to life in this month's American Retirement Advisor newsletter. So sit back and enjoy while Mr. Edge reads you the June edition of the American Retirement Advisor. Let's cue up the intro and then Mr. Edge is going to jump right into it.
Hi folks. Well, it's that time again. Welcome to the reading of the American Retirement Advisor, Volume 21, Issue 6. This will be for June 2021. And on the front page, we have our article by David P. Schaefer. Is it over yet? I'm tired of the mask. The good news is many businesses are mask-free. Oh, the smell of fresh air and not my breath. Yes, I was a compliant mask wearer. I covered both my mouth and my nose. Finally, I can put away the mints. Relatable, you say? I hope you're moving about and leaving the confines of your home with more confidence now. The resonating tone with my clients is that they managed the risk by not leaving their homes from March 2021 until last month. Most of our clients are at a higher risk age of 65 and over. But age aside, we all felt some level of fear. There was just not enough history or consistency to the virus to bank on the risk. Here in Arizona, our adaptation to living with the virus and still getting out the past few months has included filling our weekends with excursions to area just north of Phoenix, including Payson, Prescott, Sedona, and enjoying the outdoors. Nothing like the fresh air of the pine forest near Flagstaff. My son and I even got in a quick overnight camping trip. We dusted off some gear, made a fire, no desert band up north where we were. We baked potatoes and grilled perfectly seasoned steaks on fallen timber. Taking advantage of the local outdoor spots is an incredible energy boost. Nothing better. We might have even challenged ourselves with a few off-road adventures to kick up some dust and barrel up some rocky terrain. No matter where you live in our great country, you are never more than a few hours' drive to something amazing to see and do. The positive side of the virus is that it provided an opportunity to explore and appreciate things right near our back doors. So in bouncing back, I have personally added more weekend explorations to my itinerary. How are you at bouncing back? Currently, Arizona employment is at 109% over 2019 numbers. Single-family home prices are moving up rapidly. Folks seem to be moving to Arizona, Nevada, and Texas. They are leaving California, Illinois, and the greater Northeast, primarily New York. What's weird is the housing prices in California are still going up even though folks are leaving in such a high numbers. The state may lose a congressional district. The effect of supply and demand, I guess. Bottom line, as we progress through the unexpected and challenging period in our lives, we learn to grow from our experiences and create opportunities and succeed by making tomorrow a better day for everyone. Now get outside and enjoy. I think it's over. Thanks, David. That was a great article. Okay, also on the front page, we have an article by David Edge. June days. If being cooped up the past year has you itching for fun things to do, check out this list. The month of June is filled with fun and mysterious holidays that are designated for one thing or another. Now, we all know Father's Day on the 20th and, of course, the longest day of summer solstice on the 21st. But there are many other weird and fun celebrations during June that have just accumulated over the years. Now, June 1st is Milk Day, so go hug a cow. The 4th is National Donut Day, followed by June 5th begins Bike Week. Just in case you eat the whole dozen, I guess, you need to get on your bike. June 6th is Yo-Yo Day. Now, who didn't give these a try when we were kids? June 7th is Best Friend Day. June 15th is Bug Day. Now, this got started as a day to check children for head lice. Yikes. June 17th is Cupcake Day. Love that fresh baked goodie smell. June 19th, National Martini Day. Gin or vodka? Well, June 21st is World Giraffe Day. Maybe a zoo trip is in order. This short list piqued your interest? Now go research all the holidays in June and see how many you want to participate in. So don't wait. Find your day and celebrate. Okay. All right. And here we have Sharon Grove's article of the month, 7 Crazy Facts I Found About Cucumbers. And to think all these years I've only been using them in salads. You too? Read on. Did you know? Number 1, Cucumbers contain the most vitamins you need every day. Just one cucumber contains vitamin B1, vitamin B12, vitamin 2, vitamin B3, vitamin B5, vitamin B6, folic acid, calcium, vitamin C, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, and zinc. Oh my God, that's a mouthful. Okay, number 2, if you're feeling tired in the afternoon, cucumbers are a good source of B vitamins and carbohydrates that can provide that quick pick-me-up that can last for hours. 3, tired of your bathroom mirror fogging up after a shower? Try rubbing a cucumber slice along the mirror to eliminate the fog. Number 4, are grubs and slugs ruining your planting beds? Place a few slices in a small pie tin and your garden will be pest-free all season long. Number 5, need a fast and easy way to remove cellulite before going out or to the pool? Try cucumber slices on the problem areas for a few minutes. Cucumber pyrochemicals cause the collagen in the first layer of skin to tighten, reducing the visibility of cellulite. It works great on wrinkles too. Number 6, hangover cure. Eat cucumber slices before going to bed and wake headache free. Cucumbers contain enough sugar, B vitamins, and electrolytes to replenish essential nutrients, helping to avoid both hangover and headache effects. Number 7, are you out of WD-40 and need to fix a squeaky hinge? Take a cucumber slice and rub it along the problematic hinge and voila, the squeak is gone. Pass this along to everybody you know who's looking for a better and safer way to solve life's everyday problem. Thanks, Sharon. That was a great article this month. That was a lot of fun. Okay, Why Am I Me? Trip anyone? Who's ready? By David Edge. Most of us are sick and tired of not being able to do many of the usual things we're used to doing. How many trips, vacations, and family get-togethers have we all missed over this past year? But maybe, just maybe, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. If you're feeling frustrated, exactly how you handle that frustration of limited travel makes you, you. My charming bride is some 40 years and I finally made a break for it and took a trip we had planned almost a year ago. We hadn't canceled the trip, hoping that things would get back to normal and we could still go. And lo and behold, travel restrictions have been lifted just as we were getting ready to cancel. We were excited to get on a plane and go on a family vacation finally. We had to cancel several trips, family get-togethers, and vacations since last March of 2020. So we marveled about how we were genuinely boarding a plane and going somewhere. As I pulled them out to pack, the suitcases were dusty from sitting on the shelf for over a year. Yuck. The whole experience of traveling again was sort of surreal. I kept asking myself, is this real? Are we about to get on a plane and go somewhere? I almost had to pinch myself to make sure I wasn't dreaming. Once we arrived and started to enjoy the beach, the pool, and dining out, it seemed like happy days are here again. We're on vacation. I could almost feel the frustration melt away as we relaxed and felt the pleasure of not being cooped up and isolated in our home for the first time in many months. So, what are your plans? Who's going with you, and where exactly are you going? It could be something as simple as a family get-together at a relative's home or a camping trip to the mountains or beach. However, whenever your plans are going to take you, how you've dealt with being cooped up makes you, you. Okay, our financial tip of the month written by Mark Fry. Do you really need that life insurance policy that you bought so long ago? Should you buy a life insurance policy if you're over 65? There is no one-size-fit-all answer, but I'll do my best to offer some advice and maybe a little clarity. If you already own a life insurance policy you bought many years ago, does it have cash value? Are you still paying a premium, or is the policy cash value covering the cost of the insurance for you? Either way, is the cash value close to the death benefit amount? If so, you may want to look at repositioning the asset. There are investments that you can move the cash value to without paying any taxes on the money and let it continue to grow without risk, tax deferred. This strategy will also stop the mortality expense charge and whatever other fees are lurking in the recesses of the life insurance policy. If you decide that you need the additional death benefit that the policy offers, you may want to keep it. A prudent idea would be able to shop around to see if you can lower the internal costs and fees by changing to a new company or plan. Now, of course, you would have to be in relatively good health to make a switch from one policy to another. Maybe you were a smoker when you bought the policy but quit over a year ago. You could see significant savings by getting a new quote. Suppose you have no life insurance and were wondering if you should have a plan. Life insurance is usually something you buy to replace income or an asset to support a spouse or child. If your spouse or child is not reliant on your income or an asset that would disappear with you, well then, you do not need life insurance. Does that mean you shouldn't buy a policy? Not necessarily. Some folks with some disposable income decide to buy life insurance on themselves to fund a grandchild's education, pay off the house for a spouse or child, and give a charity a magnified endowment. A charitable endowment policy is a great way to leave a magnified sum of money to your favorite charity if you're so inclined. Instead of giving a couple of $1,000 a year to a charity, you can use that same contribution but use it to fund a life insurance policy that will give the charity many times what your premium was. If you need any help with any of the ideas discussed here, your American Retirement Advisor is well versed and able to help. Cheers and stay cool. Thanks, Mark. Great article. Okay, next we have Laura Lee Drummond writing our Medicare at Work, brought to us by the Medicare Architects. The beginning of summer. Did you know June has both the longest and shortest days of the year, depending on where on earth you're standing? Here in Arizona, all that matters is that June means it's hot, 100 degrees hot. Have you started to add more gathering plans to your summer calendar? How about more visits to and with family? You would likely include more precaution planning for your gatherings and travel since we're not entirely out of the woods with COVID, but most of us have had some form of luggage packing on our minds. If the past year taught us anything, one is how important planning is, and second, how difficult it is not to gather with family for extended periods. Our HR partners' referrals lately include more retiring employees moving to other areas, closer to immediate family members. More clients have elected to retire instead of working past age 65. Motivation? More family time. They wanted help transitioning smoothly to Medicare from their group plan. Medicare moves with you, and we can show you how to find the plans in the area you're moving to. And if you are electing to take retirement and leave your employer, we can help you plan your transition to Medicare and moving closer to family. We're all about finding solutions for successful Medicare planning. We're here to help guide employees and employers in clearing the confusion of Medicare. All right, now Tammy Simler has written our Medicare Moment, and here we go. Are your prescription drug prices skyrocketing? Wow, this is a pretty good topic. Well, here we are, halfway through 2021. My, how time flies. At this point in the year, many of you may be hitting the Part D dreaded coverage gap, also not affectionately called the donut hole. If the total cost of your medications this year will equal $4,130 or more, not just what you pay, but the total cost paid, then this article is for you. Before the Affordable Care Act, ACA, rollout, Medicare beneficiaries paid 100% of the cost of their medications while in the coverage gap. Quite frankly, many of my clients had to choose between buying their medications or paying their bills. It was truly terrible. However, the ACA changed and that began lowering the cost that Medicare beneficiaries would pay each year during the gap, with the final reduction taking cost responsibility down to 25%, which is where we are now. The manufacturer is discounting the medications roughly 70%, you are paying 25%, and the insurance company is picking up about 5% of the cost, give or take a few percentage points. This made medications much more affordable for some, but still not affordable enough for others. So, what do? Can you use a copay savings card from a manufacturer? Nope. Once you go on Medicare, manufacturer assistance is no longer an option. However, many manufacturers have other programs for people on Medicare. The good news is that the medication is provided to you for free if you meet the eligibility requirements. How do you qualify? Most programs have an income limit. However, you would be surprised at how high the income limits may be on those costly medications, so don't write it off without checking. Some programs may make you prove you have spent $600 or more on medicine during the year before you qualify. But if you're taking expensive medications, that's a very small number. How do you find these programs? Check the drug list website and the manufacturer's website, and if all else fails, call the manufacturer. Here are some of the programs that my clients commonly use. And in the newsletter, you can list all these things. There are several of them by all the major drug companies, so you want to check on that. And you can get our newsletter online or just call the office. We'd be happy to mail it to you. Okay, Success Story of the Month by David Edge. Why didn't they tell me? I recently had to see a podiatrist about a potential foot issue, and as usual, the doctor was making small talk and asked what I did for a living. I replied that I do retirement planning for folks. Retirement planning? What exactly is that? He asked. Well, we educate and assist clients with options for retirement planning, when to turn on their Social Security for maximum benefits, and guidance on Medicare plans. We educate them about all the pros and cons of different options and warn them about penalties of missing critical enrollment times. Now curious, the doctor went on to ask questions about why he was paying a Medicare penalty for not having a drug plan. He didn't enroll in one because he doesn't take prescription medications. I enlightened him that even if he takes no prescriptions, Medicare requires enrollment in a Part D drug plan. Otherwise, a penalty applies. And the penalty grows the longer you wait to enroll. Additionally, once you get the penalty, you pay it monthly for the rest of your life. That's what happened to me, he exclaimed and went on to ask, why didn't anybody warn me? The doctor, being 68, had only gotten a Part D drug plan the last year and wondered out loud, did I pick the right one? I let him know that there are dozens of Part D drug plans to choose from. Our staff at American Retirement Advisors contacts every client in September to remind them of the annual election period, October 15th through December 7th, every year for making changes. We proactively request updated prescription drug lists from each client and assist them by shopping all the plans for the new year. Sometimes the client's prescriptions don't change, but the drug plan they're on changes. Carriers change the monthly premium, the deductible, the copays, and the formulary of drugs they cover. Every year, a plan review is necessary to shop and switch to a more appropriate plan to start January 1 of each new year. No one has ever told me that. I thought I'd be stuck on the same plan I picked from now on. Doctor, I'm here because you're a specialist in podiatry. You need a specialist for retirement, I remarked. After we completed my exam, I handed him my card on the way out and repeated the same thing I say to dozens of folks every day. Call us. We can help. Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you next month.
Wow, what a great newsletter this month. And if you're not already subscribed to it, just give us a call and we'll help you get on the mailing list or the email list. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our page so that you get notified when we post new videos, and share it with all your friends and family. But most importantly, have a great week.